And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, in today's video, as always, here to bring you up to date with all of the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. That includes a bit of shock transfer news with regards to a midfielder. We will discuss that, of course, in depth a little bit later on, but there has been a deal confirmed, and for those of you that are subscribers on the channel, you've been kept up to date with the transfer saga for much of the window, and that's with regards to Bobby Clark. Yes, Bobby Clark spent 3 years at Anfield, and although he leaves as a teenager, he departs with a winner's medal and gratitude for his opportunities and experiences. Clark's move to Pep Linders at Salzburg will be met with differing options. Such was why he performed for Liverpool last season. The club negotiated a 17.5% sell-on clause and will have first refusal on re-signing Clark in the event he leaves Salzburg in the future, which is wise on the Reds' part. Still, only 19, Clark has plenty of upside to his game and leaves after 14 first-team appearances, one of which saw him pick up a League Cup winners' medal. Initially joining as a part of the academy contingent from Newcastle, Clark quickly caught the eye of Jurgen Klopp, Linders and Vitor Matos, the latter two of whom he is now reunited with. In a message on his social media platforms, the midfielder voiced his appreciation for the club and his desire for a new challenge. He penned, "After an incredible 3 years at Liverpool, I've decided it's time for a new challenge. I've learned so much during my time at the club, and I'm very thankful for the opportunities and experiences I've had. Thank you to all the fans who supported me on this journey." Clark's post on Instagram was inundated with wish well messages from Liverpool Academy players of the past and present. Andy Robertson, Trajan Yorney, Luke Chambers, Callum Scanlon, Jayden Dans, Leighton Stewart, James McConnell, Tom Hill, Harvey Blair, Katie Gordon and Owen Beck were among those to give him the best wishes. The 19-year-old will wear the number 10 shirt for Salzburg, and he told the Austrian club's website that his former coach played an important role in his move. He said, "I am pleased to be taking this step in my career and I can hardly wait to get out on the pitch with my new teammates. It's a perfect move to the perfect club for me. I saw at Liverpool the kind of players that are developed in Salzburg, like Sadio Mane and Dominic Szoboszlai, and they were a big inspiration for me. Everyone knows how great the prospects are for young players here. I also know Pep Linders from Liverpool, of course, and the fact he is the coach here influenced my decision." So, Bobby Clark has gone. Some subscribers will be happy that we've not going to be covering the story again, but yeah, unveiled now as a Salzburg player, and ultimately a good deal for Liverpool all around. Some people obviously not that happy with regards to our younger players, or Klopp's kids as they were called last year, all kind of being sold or put out on loan. Do let me know your thoughts on that whole situation down there in the old comment section below. Now, moving on to some shock transfer news, guys. Yes, shock transfer news, as according to multiple sources at the start of this window, the player would be playing a huge and key role within Arne Slot's team. Yes, according to local sources in Spain, La Liga side Celta Vigo are considering taking Stefan Bajcetic on loan for the season ahead. The 19-year-old returned to action at the end of Liverpool's last campaign and has had a full pre-season to build up his fitness for the upcoming season. With plenty of competition in midfield for Bajcetic, Arne Slot and the club are prepared to sanction a loan for the Spaniard before the end of the transfer window. The newspapers report that Celta Vigo are now considering taking the 19-year-old on loan, but a move would depend on multiple factors. First, though, Celta must offload some of their own players before moving for the Liverpool man. They must also agree to play him as a midfielder rather than as a central defender, a position he has played on occasions in Spain's youth team. It would be an attractive option for Bajcetic, who would be returning to his hometown club where he began his career. Having some come through the Celta academy, the Spaniard left for Merseyside when Liverpool paid £225,000 in December 2020. Bajcetic became a household name for Liverpool supporters when he broke through during the 2022-2023 season, excelling in a side that was struggling for results. Injury, though, has since prevented him from kicking on. Last season, he made just 3 appearances for the first team. Despite appearing to be okay with Bajcetic leaving on loan, Slot was positive about his prospects after playing 30 minutes against Real Betis, and the fact that he could play in that sort of number 6 role. It comes across as to Liverpool supporters there's a shock that he is going to be leaving, considering the Athletic have said that we aren't be going in for a new number 6. I think you have to take into account with Stefan, he was out for half a year, for a year and half a year at most, the head coach told LFC TV. So if a young player is out for that long, you have to give him some time. But I saw today he's very good moments from him, and also a few moments where he got caught because he reacted a bit too slow. But I think that's normal if you've been out for such a long time. Then you need the rhythm, you need time to grow even further. But I think he showed some good moments during the first half hour that he played. As stated, from a supporter's perspective, it does seem a strange decision to allow him to leave, given the number of games Liverpool will have to play next season. With attributes suited to be a holding midfielder on the slot, it is a reasonable question to ask, why is he being loaned out if that is the case? So yeah, I do think a massive shock there that Basheshich could potentially go out of the door. Genuinely, I do think the fact that he can play that 6 role, and I thought in that 2022-2023 season, he was probably our best player. He's a player that you feel could make an impact now and play in that position right now. So yeah, it does come a bit of a shock, but maybe they've got something up their sleeve for the final days of the transfer window. Now, as stated yesterday, guys, outgoings Liverpool have been the centre of attention, but Sepp van der Berg and Harvey Blair both featured on a slot through pre-season, but it does look like we are set to agree to further deals. The former has attracted plenty of interest from the Premier League and across Europe, but now is set to decide between Brentford and Bayer Leverkusen, as reported yesterday, as both Liverpool have agreed to a £25 million deal with both clubs, with a 5-year contract on offer to van der Berg from both clubs. Liverpool have managed to start somewhat of a bidding war, as Sky also note that Alonso really wants the player and wants to play a key role as a centre-back, but Van der Berg's decision will more rely on how much game time he is sort of guaranteed. As for Blair, though, Liverpool journalist David Lynch reports on his Substack that the club have accepted Portsmouth's bid of £300,000 for the 20-year-old. The club are in the Championship and have been in discussion for his signature throughout the latter parts of the summer. They have drawn their opening 2 games of the season. Turning 21 next month, Blair would have been considering his future for some time, with first-team opportunities unlikely with the depth slot has in his squad. He is one of several academy talents who are expected to leave before the close of the window, with a permanent loan in motion. So yeah, he is the next one to be going out the door, Blair. And again, as I said, it does look like this sort of Klopp kid exodus is really happening at this moment in time, which is a bit of a shock sometimes, just considering the impact they had in the team at such a young age. But Liverpool fans, that's all I've got for you today. Do let me know your thoughts on the shock news with regards to Stefan Basheshich. Would you be willing to let him go out of the door? And what do you think about overall the club selling these sort of young prospects? Are you for it or are you against it? As stated, let me know down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. And remember to check out our summer collection. Link is down in the description, or go to callbiteclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.